They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Quick feed by Crowell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run with Clement. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Clement. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's find 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10. Cohen. Under pressure, they got him again. Michael Bannon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On the carry, here's Clement. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Lion. There we go. Back. 20.
Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Crowell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on third down, Cohen. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Wentz now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10.
Shorty.
Play action. Now Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wentz now on third and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cohen. Peek's got it over the middle. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. Cohen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Cohen flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. And his kick here is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And out come the Eagles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Wentz. Has it left side. Give him 30 yards there.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Wentz looking very much like his pre-injury self. He's got the Eagles on the move with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, Cohen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's got some space here. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw on second down, Cohen. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Looking to throw, Cohen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And his kick is indeed good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Jets. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Cohen. His throw incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Back to throw. Cohen going to throw deep for the end zone. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A run, it's Clement. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing his Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now they try the right side here. Muscles him off. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Good chip.
They'll run again with Clement. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Shorty, shorty, shorty.
And they'll run it here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cohen is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cohen. He gets him here to Pete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 1st down, Cohen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Cohen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, Wentz. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he? No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt. Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Cohen going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass. That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. He'll get it up the middle, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cohen got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet,
or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he'll escape to his left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Wentz now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Cohen. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Cohen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
To throw on 3rd down, Cohen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Back to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darren Lee picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Jets, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.